Hello, I'm Greg Turnoway, and welcome to this Mitsubishi product presentation video for the updated 2016 model Lancer. For many years, the compact car has dominated the Canadian automotive marketplace because of the incredible value they provide, offering the perfect blend of performance, style, innovation, fuel economy, safety, and of course price. And although we're seeing a shift in the industry towards crossover vehicles, make no mistake, the compact car segment is still incredibly popular, representing 1 out of every 5 vehicles sold in Canada. That's because the promise of value that has supported the compact car's claim as the best-selling segment in the industry still holds true today. This is why Lancer remains one of our most important vehicles in our lineup, featuring a number of updates that the value-seeking consumer, as well as the performance-driven enthusiast, excited to get their hands on the new 2016 model. Now, before we get into the details of the 2016 Lancer, I should point out today's training video will be a little bit different than the typical product presentation. Although we will review many of the vehicle's features, we're also going to take a deeper dive into how the new realigned Lancer lineup, including the availability of the CVT-8 transmission on the all-new ES trim, will support your growth efforts. This is especially true for Conquest sales. Remember, you may have had the Lancer in your showroom for the last several years, but for many new customers considering Mitsubishi for the first time, the Lancer is an all-new vehicle. So with that in mind, let's get started with a closer look at the segment. As you no doubt know, the typical compact car buyer is married, a little older, and has an average age of about 50, and has identified fuel economy, value for money, reliability, dependability, price or cost to buy, and durability at the top of their purchase reasons. If we compare that list to Lancer Beyond Warranty, which has always been one of our strongest selling features, we certainly share some of those same qualities in common, like value for money and reliability and dependability. The reality is, our customers are more youthful, averaging around 30 years old, and are more likely to be single and have higher incomes compared to the rest of the segment. They also have traditionally purchased Lancer for more emotional, driver-focused reasons, with exterior styling, all-wheel control, and fun-to-drive attributes rounding out the top purchase reasons. This certainly shouldn't surprise anyone. Mitsubishi has always had a reputation for building great vehicles that appeal to consumers who appreciate the art of driving, enthusiasts that understand the journey is just as important, if not more so, than the destination itself. This, of course, could be a double-edged sword. Because the Lancer is so often thought of as a performance-first car, customers strictly buying on value have gravitated to brands who've positioned themselves as price leaders, such as Chevrolet Cruze, Honda Civic, Hyundai Elantra, Kia Forte, Nissan Sentra, and Toyota Corolla. As a point of interest, the so-called value-seeking consumer represents 20% of the segment. That's equivalent to about 65,000 in-market compact car buyers that we have the potential of attracting with the 2016 Lancer. On the flip side, to this point, we were able to carve out a perfect niche for Lancer as a vehicle of choice for aspirational consumers who are looking for a little bit more attention, technology, and power. Unfortunately, moving forward, we are now at risk of sharing that niche with the bigger volume-focused brands. Here's why. Because of the growing popularity of the compact and subcompact utility vehicles, we expect many of the older, value-minded generation of buyers to leave compact car segment, resulting in a more youthful buyer who is more emotionally connected with their vehicles. We're not the only ones who recognize this market trend. If you look at what other manufacturers like Honda and Chevy are doing with their new styling of the new Civic and Cruze, they're also going to be aggressive in their attempts to attract these customers. This is why the arrival of the Lancer couldn't have come at a better time. It represents a perfect opportunity for us to retain the leadership position with the younger or young at heart enthusiasts, as well as leverage our new model realignment to make inroads with those 65,000 value seekers who still prefer to drive a car over an SUV. The 2016 Lancer is truly a vehicle where value and practicality meet aspiration. Let's start with what we know best, the performance, power, and driving dynamic-minded customer. The Lancer GTS, this sophisticated piece of machinery right here, is our perfect opportunity to capture and retain these customers. The first thing you'll notice is the subtle changes we've made to the front fascia compared to the outgoing model year. The minimal refinements might seem a bit unexpected as we recently introduced our new Dynamic Shield design language with Outlander. But we reserve that style for our utility lineup to provide it with a more rugged and capable look. We also believe in following the approach, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Remember the top purchase reasons for Lancer? Number one behind warranty, exterior styling. Our customers have told us they appreciate the trapezoid grille and the promise of enhanced performance, stability, and fuel economy that the aerodynamic front end offers. But that's not to say it's exactly the same. It's more modern, sleeker, with an integrated air dam and color-keyed bumper that frames the new LED daytime running lamps, which are brighter, longer lasting, and much more efficient. The auto-off halogen headlights, which are standard across all trim levels, get swapped out for the high-intensity discharge headlights you see here with the upgrade to the GTS Premium Package, which is new for the 2016 model. The other features included in the Premium Package: leather seating surfaces, the 710-watt Rockford Fosgate punch display audio system with 9 speakers including a 10-inch subwoofer, Sirius XM satellite, and our fast key entry and ignition system. The GTS Premium Package is without a doubt a compact car enthusiast's dream come true. Now you might say, I get all that stuff in the 2015 Lancer GT. Why has it been decontented and put into an available Premium Package? This is the change based upon feedback we've received from your product advisory group. They felt it would be advantageous to offer a sport-tuned price line without additional features that didn't have the direct impact on the performance of the vehicle, all at a lower MSRP. And make no mistake, the 2016 model GTS Premium Package or not has been enhanced for performance and has been spec'd appropriately to help replace the Ralliart in the Lancer lineup. Every GTS price line now offers a larger displacement 2.4-liter double overhead cam 4-cylinder engine as standard equipment, delivering 168 horsepower and 167 pound-feet of torque. At the heart of this engine is Mitsubishi's innovative valve timing and electronic control, or MyVec, to automatically adjust timing of intake and exhaust to improve low RPM torque as well as high RPM power and efficiency. Every GTS also comes with these beautiful 18-inch alloy wheels, a McPherson strut front sport-tuned suspension, an independent multi-link rear suspension with rear stabilizer bars, and hydraulic assisted power rack and pinion steering to enhance the feel in the corners. The GTS all-wheel control customer will enjoy the Sportronic CVT8 with paddle shifters as standard equipment, which also remains available on the front-wheel drive GTS if your customer prefers the CVT over the 5-speed manual transmission. While we're talking about powertrains, that same configuration, the 2.4-liter engine mated with the Sportronic CVT8, is what powers all our all-wheel control models, including the SE Limited, which makes its return for the 2016 model Lancer lineup, as well as the ES all-wheel control model. I'll talk about the new ES lineup in a couple of minutes, but it's important to note that having the legendary Mitsubishi all-wheel control capability available across almost every trim level is an advantage that competition simply cannot match. It allows your customer the opportunity to select one of 3 driving modes: 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive auto, and 4-wheel drive lock, providing an enhanced driving experience that intelligently transfers power and braking to the wheel with the most traction. As you can imagine, this is a feature that many Canadians will appreciate, whether they are value seekers or enthusiasts, given our harsh and slippery winter road conditions. So make sure you discuss the Lancer's all-wheel control system with potential customers during your walk-around and test drive experience, as it not only speaks to the driving dynamics of the vehicle, but also to the enhanced safety that it provides in any driving situation. If we walk around to the back, you'll notice that again, many of the exterior styling cues have not changed dramatically year over year, based upon the popularity of the design with our current customers. Returning for the GTS and SE Limited trim levels is a chrome-tipped exhaust and a rear wing spoiler that work together to accentuate the sporty look of the Lancer. But there's a lot more at play here than just style. When you open the trunk lid, the lower liftover height provides easy access to the spacious trunk, and with the rear seats folded down, opens up to almost 3,000 liters or 105 cubic feet of total interior volume, depending on the trim level. More than enough space for 5 passengers and all their stuff. And for your customers who need a little bit more space, the extremely versatile Lancer Sportback returns to the lineup for the 2016 model year, continuing with the SE and GT trim levels, as well as the always popular limited edition package. The 5-door hatch body style has become a very popular choice for consumers with younger families that require a little bit more cargo room than a sedan has to offer, but are unwilling to give up the performance, style, or driving dynamics of a car by moving into a crossover or, perish the thought, a minivan. When the dual-level cargo floor is dropped, it provides an additional 25% more space compared to the sedan. So throwing the kids' hockey bags in the back for those early morning Saturday practices is a piece of cake. Now let's take a look at the interior space of the Lancer from a different angle, behind the wheel. We've already discussed the premium upscale features that the Lancer GTS with Premium package has to offer, including leather seats and the Rockford Fosgate sound system. But you can also see how the craftsmanship and functionality of the interior of the GTS comes to life with the leather-wrapped steering wheel and shifter knob, various chrome accents which complement the gloss black instrument panel, and a standard rear view camera, and the ability to enjoy the open-air driving experience with the power sunroof. By the way, many of these premium features are also standard equipment on the SE Limited, which, as you can imagine, with interior appointments like this, is an amazing option for customers who are looking for comfort and convenience, but don't want or require the same power, performance, or price point as the GTS. On that note, the SE Limited is equipped with the same engine that powers most of our 2015 Lancer lineup, the 2-liter double overhead cam Myvec 4-cylinder engine, bolted to either a 5-speed manual or available CVT8 transmission to produce 148 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. That's better than comparable Hyundai Elantra, Chevy Cruze, Kia Forte, Nissan Sentra, and Toyota Corolla. And here's where the Lancer story gets even better. We've talked about the GTS and how it will continue to appeal to the performance-minded consumer. We've also quickly talked about the SE Limited trim level and how it certainly does not skimp on the creature comforts our customers appreciate while they're running to the grocery store or taking an extended road trip for that last-minute weekend getaway. But what we really have to discuss is our biggest opportunity yet, how the 2016 Lancer will appeal to those 65,000 value-seeking customers. This is where the all-new ES trim level will make its mark. With the starting MSRP of $17,498, the Lancer ES offers a ton of content at a significantly lower price than most of the competition. I'm talking about standard features like heated front seats, automatic climate control, remote keyless entry, disc brakes with ABS, electronic brake force distribution, brake override system, and the brake assist system, a driver's knee airbag, heated and power folding side view mirrors with LED indicators, voice control Bluetooth phone capability with streaming audio and USB, power windows, steering wheel mounted cruise and audio controls, and so much more. There's no question that the ES is jammed full of features that today's value-seeking customer is looking for, with many of the items I just mentioned not available or at least not standard equipment on competitive models. Now you might be saying to yourself, that's a great story, Greg. But where the competition has held a price advantage is when we've added the automatic transmission. That's true, but that's no longer the case. Now with the ES trim level, you can swap in the CVT8 transmission and still get a price point under $19,000. Let's put this into perspective. We know that the best-selling compact car is the Honda Civic. Apples to apples, the CVT8 Lancer ES compares with the brand new 2017 Civic LX with CVT, expected to be one of their more popular trim levels, which lists out at $20,190. That's right, the CVT8 Lancer ES is almost $1,500 less, which makes a huge difference to the value-seeking customer. You actually get significantly more value with the Lancer, as we offer a number of features you simply cannot get with the Civic LX, such as driver knee airbag, side view mirror indicator lamps, an anti-theft alarm, and heated front seats. And I haven't even factored in our industry-leading built better, back better Mitsubishi warranty. Now, to be fair, the Civic does have an additional 10 horsepower under the hood. Marginal at best, but it could be a sticking point with your customers. Remember I mentioned earlier we've expanded the availability of all-wheel control to include ES? If your customer really wants extra horsepower, you have the option of walking them up to the ES all-wheel control, which comes standard with the more powerful 2.4-liter engine, the Sportronic CVT8 with paddle shifters, and another great addition, 16-inch alloy wheels. Now the tables are turned, giving us the edge in horsepower and a whole lot more torque. And guess what? It's only $800 more than the front-wheel drive Civic LX with CVT. But for a price differential, your customers will enjoy the world-renowned, time-tested Mitsubishi all-wheel control system, which not only adds a lot more power and fun to their drive, but also an additional sense of safety. I can make similar comparisons with the Hyundai Elantra, the Toyota Corolla, or the Chevy Cruze, the other top volume nameplates in the segment, or even how we stack up against higher series Volkswagen Jetta or Subaru Impreza. But the takeaway from all this is that we offer more, much more at a very competitive price point that's right in the sweet spot of the segment. Or if your customer prefers, a lease payment that's right for them. I bring this up today as leasing is a very important tool that you have at your disposal to help your customer into the new Mitsubishi, especially for compact car buyers. Consider that 30% of compact cars are financed through lease. Remember, value-seeking buyers are price sensitive, and a lower monthly payment that a lease can offer can go a long way in helping them get into the car that they want. But there are many more advantages than just a lower monthly payment. For the customer, because the term is shorter, they can get into a newer vehicle much sooner, gaining access to many of the new technological innovations that were not available when they bought their last car. They pay less taxes up front as governments only collect on their payments. And they still have the option to purchase their vehicle if they choose to do so at the end of their term. And with our current residual values and fully transferable warranty, there's incredible value to be had at the end of the lease. But there are advantages to you as well. Think about it. When that customer's lease is about to expire, and you know when that is, they must return it to your dealership. It's not like a finance or cash deal where they can sell it to another dealer to help them with their down payment. This gives you a unique opportunity to engage with them before the lease is up, showing them what's new at Mitsubishi and renew them into another vehicle before they can consider the competition. Of course, everything that we've discussed today has been designed to help guide your customer into the new Lancer that's best suited for them. So make sure you use your greatest sales techniques, the ability to listen and do a proper needs assessment to really understand what your customer is looking for. You wouldn't sell an ES trim level to a customer who's talking about performance and technology, just the same way as you wouldn't recommend a GTS to a customer who tells you the most important thing is the low monthly payment. But that's the best thing about the 2016 model Lancer. With the realigned lineup featuring DE, ES, SE Limited, GTS, and Sportback, there is truly a Lancer for everyone looking to buy a compact car. So go back into your old customer files, reach out to your current and previous Lancer owners, and invite them back to the dealership to show them what's new and exciting for the 2016 model year. Thank you for joining me today.